Welcome to the Cradle of Hope live stream. My name is Tim, and I will be your host for this event. We're here to support moms and babies in crisis across the entire state of Minnesota. Cradle of Hope provides an avenue where there wasn't one before, an avenue of hope. Since 1973, Cradle of Hope has provided more than $6 million in assistance to pregnant women in crisis. And we're here to help Cradle of Hope reach 3,000 families this coming year. Now, what I would love for you to do is if you're checking out this video at any time, please let us know in the comments. Say hello and let us know where you're watching from. I'd like to introduce Cradle of Hope's Executive Director, Darlene Kopsky, who has over 20 years experience leading social service programs. She has lived in Minnesota with her husband and 2 children. Darlene, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tim, and welcome to Cradle of Hope's Spring for Life Gala. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Just by being here, you're showing your support for moms and babies in crisis. We could not save lives without you, so thank you. We have a fun evening planned where you can bid on auction items, participate in a raffle where you could win a $200 Target gift card, or you could make a donation where every dollar will help to save lives. Tonight, we hope to raise $30,000 so we can help 3,000 moms and babies in crisis. I just want to review a few logistics for the evening. In order to participate in all the fun, you'll need to register so you can bid on items. To register, click on the link in the chat that says register. Once you enter your information, including a credit card, you'll be able to bid on any available items. If you see an auction item you like, click on the bid info button for more information. From there, you can place a bid, set a max bid, or click on details to learn more about the item. Be sure to check out all the pictures of the items using the small magnifying glass located on the bottom left of the picture, and the arrows located on the sides of the pictures. If you want to skip all the stress, you can simply click Buy Now and it's yours. Don't forget to participate in our raffle, where one person will win a $200 Target gift card. Each raffle ticket is one chance. So if you purchase 5 raffle tickets, your name will be included 5 times, increasing your odds of winning. To purchase your raffle tickets, there's a link in the chat that says raffle tickets, or you can scroll through the items and look for the picture of the Target gift card. At about 7:15, we'll select the winner live using the wheel of names. Please feel free to donate throughout the evening. In a little while, you'll hear more from the families we serve about how your donations have saved their lives. If you'd like to make a donation, you can click on the link in the chat that says donate, or simply scroll through the items to find the picture of the baby and click on the donate button. You may be wondering about this beautiful gift on my desk. For the first 40 people who donate $100, we'll mail this gift to you as a token of our appreciation. So simply click on the link that says free gift, or scroll through the auction items to find the picture of the gift and then select buy and then purchase. This gift includes a small bumblebee tote, a stainless steel mug with handle, hydro flask mug with lid, a pair of women's vintage wool crew socks, a variety of Lindt chocolates, 5 spring-themed note cards, and a Cradle of Hope pen. This is a perfect gift for yourself or that special someone in your life. We hope this gift warms your heart, knowing that with your donation, you've saved the life of one baby and one mom. If you have any questions, feel free to enter them into the chat. We have Cradle of Hope board member Kevin Brett standing by and ready to respond. I'd now like to introduce Cradle of Hope's president of the board of directors, Ryan Kaplan. Ryan is a senior counsel with a federal contracting construction company based in Eagan, Minnesota. He lives in Minnesota with his wife and 3 children. Ryan has served on Cradle of Hope's board for over 4 years. Ryan?
Thank you, Darlene. Good evening, and thank you everybody for joining us tonight. I'd like to take this opportunity first to thank our event sponsor, Lori Murphy. This event would not be possible without her support. I'd also like to thank our sponsors for making this evening possible. Cradle of Hope Gold sponsors include Jeff and Annie Betts, Love, Give, Repeat, and the McGuire Agency. Thank you guys for your support. Also, the silver sponsors, Centerpoint Energy, Our Lady of Grace Catholic Church, Wexford Commercial Construction LLC. Thank you as well. Also, I would like to acknowledge Cradle of Hope's founder, Ann Dickinson. Ann founded Cradle of Hope in 1973 after she witnessed pregnant women who are in serious need of help due to unplanned pregnancies. Using just a $5,000 inheritance, she began to help 5 pregnant women. Since then, Cradle of Hope has helped more than 30,000 Minnesota women who needed assistance as they faced a challenging pregnancy or crisis related to the birth of their baby. With advocates at over 200 agencies referring women for assistance, Cradle of Hope spans the state to help provide a positive alternative to abortion. Thank you, Anne, for your dedication and devotion to helping pregnant women choose life. Now, let's highlight a few auction items that you can bid on. First of all, we have 2 Minnesota Wild playoff tickets. This is for Game 5. The Wild are doing really well, and they would love to have your support at one of the games. So, 2 Minnesota Wild playoff tickets. Based on last night, this is guaranteed to be a really important game. Tickets in this section are currently selling already for $300 each on the secondary market. So you're getting a great deal. So get those bids in. Remember that if Tuesday doesn't work for your schedule, we also have 4 tickets to a game next season that is available. Another item is the beautiful Maker's Mark Limited Collection Whiskey. 3 gorgeous bottles of whiskey. I've tried to bid on this thing and I keep getting outbidded. I'm getting frustrated at it. So maybe I'm going to give it a break. We'll see. I may jump back in and try to snipe some of you people. So hands off. Just kidding. Whiskey. The third item is the Great Wolf Lodge for Wisconsin Dells. This includes 1 night stay for 4 people as well as a $20 gift card. Who does not like water slides, right? And Wisconsin Dells. You never go away from Wisconsin Dells not being happy with your experience. Another one, the Bordeaux experience, pardon me. All right. Here, little trip to France. A collection of Bordeaux bottles of wine. Let's see if I can get this open. There we go. 6 gorgeous bottles of wine of a variety of Bordeaux. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Those are just a few examples of the great auction items that we have. Now, please remember, this auction will stay open until 8:30 p.m. Central Time tonight. So make sure to keep an eye on your progress until it's closed. Don't forget also to purchase your raffle tickets. Use the raffle ticket link in the chat so you can buy your tickets right away. We'll be selecting a winner at the end of the evening using the Wheel of Names. Back to you, Darlene.
Thanks, Ryan. Now let's learn a little more about Cradle of Hope. Cradle of Hope is a pro-life agency. Our mission is to encourage life by providing financial assistance to women and babies in crisis, especially those women who may not choose life due to financial pressures. So why does Cradle of Hope exist? Well, each year in Minnesota, there are almost 10,000 abortions that take place. And 30% of these women felt they had no choice but to end the pregnancy due to financial reasons or emotional stress. In addition, each year, over 3,700 babies die from sleep-related deaths. So what's our goal? Cradle of Hope wants to save lives. And we want to make sure that moms and babies receive the ongoing support they need in order to become hopeful about their futures. We want them to know that there's hope beyond the crisis. So we provide financial assistance for rent, medical bills, utility bills, limited childcare costs, and transportation. We also offer material assistance, which includes distributing Cradle of Hope's Lullaby Crib, which is a portable crib, and baby shower baskets. We want families to know that Cradle of Hope is here to help them every step of the way. I have 2 children, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. And I often talk to them about what I do here at Cradle of Hope. And we came up with this small jingle. Step by step, moment by moment, you're not alone with Cradle of Hope by your side. Step by step, moment by moment, You're not alone in this journey we call life. We realize we can't do this alone. In addition to your support, we partner with over 200 agencies throughout Minnesota. So everyone in Minnesota has easy access to Cradle of Hope services and the ongoing resources they need. All of our partnering agencies share in our mission. There's an application and screening process for anyone interested in becoming a partnering agency. Right now, we partner with pregnancy resource centers, social service agencies, hospitals, neonatal intensive care hospitalizations, health clinics, schools, and 7 of the 11 Minnesota tribes. You may be wondering, what kind of families does Cradle of Hope help? Well, imagine you're single, have a job, just found out you're pregnant, have no support, and have a 5-year-old at home. Or imagine your baby is born premature. You now have added medical bills, your work schedule is disrupted due to frequent hospital visits, and you're now behind paying your bills. Or imagine you have an infant under 4 months, you are married, and you both have jobs where you earn just enough to get by. Your jobs don't have maternity leave, so you've fallen behind on your bills. Or imagine being single, pregnant, and looking for a job because you just fled a violent situation. These are examples of what many Cradle of Hope families are going through. Each family's situation is unique, yet they're all facing a crisis related to their pregnancy or the birth of their baby. When they apply for Cradle of Hope's assistance, they need to create a plan of action outlining their crisis and how it will be prevented from happening again. We don't want to put a Band-Aid on their crisis. We want to abolish it so these families can truly be hopeful for their futures. In 2016, we helped 1,200 moms and babies in crisis. In 2017, we helped 2,700 families. Since 2018, we have helped 3,000 families in crisis each year. This means that each year, over 3,000 babies have a chance at life, and over 3,000 moms are hopeful for their futures. That's pretty amazing. I'd now like to introduce Cradle of Hope's Director of Programs, Cynthia Godin, who has over 20 years of program management experience. Cynthia and her husband have 3 boys, 3 grandchildren, with the 4th on the way, and they live in Wisconsin. Cynthia will share more with us about Cradle of Hope. Cynthia?
Hey everyone, I'm in Cradle of Hope's Safe Sleep Classroom. In January 2018, we created a Safe Sleep curriculum based on current research. We educate families about babies' risk for sudden infant death syndrome and accidental suffocation while sleeping. One of the best practices we teach is that baby should be alone in the crib with no blanket, toys, or bumper pad. Baby should be placed on her back to sleep, and baby should only sleep in a safety-approved crib, such as this one next to me. After the class, families take home a Cradle of Hope lullaby crib, a sleep sack that replaces a blanket, and a fitted sheet. The education, the lullaby crib, the sleep sack, and the fitted sheet all work together to ensure baby has a safe place to sleep. As I mentioned, each family receives a Cradle of Hope lullaby crib. We distribute 200 portable cribs each month to moms throughout Minnesota. We want to make sure families are prepared for the arrival of baby and that each baby has a safe place to sleep. Since we distribute so many portable cribs, we worked with a company to manufacture our very own Cradle of Hope lullaby crib. This is a high-quality portable crib that adheres to all safety requirements and significant crib. We also provide rent assistance to expectant and new parents who are having a financial crisis related to the pregnancy or recent birth of baby. With Cradle of Hope support, family homelessness and evictions are prevented, stress is reduced, and families have a home to raise their babies. Because 71% of our families have no support in their lives and oftentimes no baby shower to celebrate the upcoming birth of baby, Cradle of Hope distributes baby shower baskets filled with $100 worth of baby items such as baby clothes, diapers, wipes, toys, and books, so that these women can be prepared for the birth of the baby and hopeful for the future. We have one here in front of me, and they have all the essential baby items that the family will need to prepare for baby. Let's hear from one of our volunteers now, Nancy, who teaches our Safe Sleep class. Nancy?
Hi, I'm Nancy, and I'm a volunteer at Cradle of Hope. I was a nurse for about 40 years, retired about 9 years ago. The past few years, I've been looking for an opportunity that I could volunteer for that I really had a passion for. I've been going to galas at Cradle of Hope for a number of years and knew they met needs of moms and babies in crisis, but I also knew that they taught safe baby classes. About 6 months ago, I found out that they had a need for an instructor, and so I signed up to do that. The classes last about 45 minutes, and in that time, we teach moms and other caregivers ways to lower the risk of infant deaths by practicing safe sleep. After attending the safe sleep classes, moms receive a portable crib and a baby shower basket, which has clothes and diapers and other essential items, which the moms really do appreciate because some of them, these are the only real baby things they're ever going to get. Cradle of Hope is just a wonderful organization. They meet the needs of moms in crisis, but they also provide this class for these moms to learn really how to practice safe sleep. It has been rewarding for me to teach the class because it's great to know that maybe in some way I can make a difference in babies' lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Everything we do at Cradle of Hope helps to save lives. Now remember, we're trying to raise $30,000 tonight, so make sure you're bidding on those auction items. Here are some more of those great auction items. And before I get into new ones, I just want to clarify something. I said it was a $20 gift certificate to the Grey Wolf Lodge. It's actually a $200. So don't get too excited, but make sure you get your bidding going. The next item I have is 2 tickets for the Chanhassen Dinner and Show in Chanhassen, Minnesota. What better way to enjoy a bundled night of dinner and a show than to go to the Chanhassen Dinner Theater to watch Footloose, which is going on this summer. So if you get a chance, it's a great show to go see. Another one is a golf excursion. For all of you golf enthusiasts out there, or if you're like me, you enjoy picking up a club and try not to swear too much while you try to play. We have a $25 gift card for the Texas Roadhouse. In addition to that, it's 18 holes at the Oak Marsh Golf Course in Oakview, Minnesota. It includes 15 balls and a great way to enjoy. Now we finally have some good weather to enjoy a little golfing. Another one is our date night basket. This one's pretty exciting. So we have a couple bottles of wine, a scented candle. We have a Chianti grill, gift certificate, and a nice silver frame for you to put in a picture of you and your loved one. So there's another great option for you. All right, this one's really cool, and I've got the highest bid on this, so back off again. This is the lottery bouquet. Isn't that nice? We have 11 lottery scratch tickets here, so you can bid on this. Unless I'm the highest bidder, then don't you dare. 11 scratchers from the Minnesota Lottery, so there you go. It's a nice little bouquet. You know, not only women can get bouquets, guys can get it too. Here's another great one. It is I'm going to slaughter this name. It's the Terra Duro, 3 bottles of, I believe it's a Spanish wine. Or no, Italian wine. Isn't that gorgeous? There you go. I think I'm the highest bidder on this one too, so just be careful. No, I guess I'm not. Never mind. Dang it. All right. The raffle update to date, we have 55 tickets now, so please get your bids in there for the raffle. Back to you, Darlene.
Thanks, Ryan. And keep those comments coming in the chat. We've had some great comments from Maureen Lobb all the way from New Hampshire. and the giving collector right here from Blaine, Minnesota. So keep them coming. Now, since last year, requests for rent assistance have increased each month by about 25%, and we continue to distribute about 200 portable cribs each month. Financial difficulties have created a lot of stress for many families, and stress is a major cause for premature births. 35% of our families need help because their babies are born premature with many medical complications. Join me in watching this video about Cradle of Hope and more of the families that we serve.
Having a home means I feel safe. I have a bed to sleep in and food to eat.
My name is Freema. I just wanted to say how grateful and appreciative I am of when I gave birth in September of this year. I'm just forever grateful. They helping with rental assistance, and I also took the Safe Sleep class, which taught me about safe sleep, and also provided me with a brand new crib for my baby for her to sleep in, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm just grateful for you guys. Thank you so much, my children. I appreciate it.
Hello, say hi. I wanted to say thank you so much for helping me during this pandemic with gift and helping my baby and giving her new crib and new clothes. A really nice swaddle. She loved it. We really appreciate all your help. Also, thank you so much for helping me how to be a better mom and teach me the ABC safety. I really like that, and it helps a lot. Thank you for helping me when I was struggling, and thank you for helping other moms as well. Thank you. I love you guys. Mwah.
Every time I watch that video, it just touches my heart. Each year, Cradle of Hope helps 3,000 families. We need your help so we can help save 3,000 families this year. I want you all to open the auction website, find that donate button at the top of your screen. You can also scroll to find the picture of the baby that says donate, or you can click on the link in the chat that says donate. There are multiple options here ranging from $25 to $5,000, or you could enter any amount you'd like. Remember, every dollar helps. I'd now like to introduce Cradle of Hope's Vice President of the Board of Directors, Joseph Kippers, who has served on Cradle of Hope's board since 1991. He has been serving as the Chancellor for Civil Affairs for the Archdiocese of St. Paul in Minneapolis since 2012. He's the father of 3 children, and both he and his wife reside in Minnesota. Joe will now share a story from a Cradle of Hope family.
Good evening. This is the first story we're going to share with you this evening. Mary delivered twins at 28 weeks. Born with complex medical needs, both boys had extremely low birth weights, respiratory distress syndrome, and were hospitalized for over 2 months. The family was experiencing a financial hardship as a result of the neonatal intensive care hospitalization and unexpected preterm delivery. It is because of your support that these parents were able to receive rent assistance from Cradle of Hope, allowing them to spend time at the hospital making important decisions for their boys and not worrying that they'd be evicted. Dad has now returned to work, and the family has a steady income and is able to pay their bills. The boys are now home, and fortunately, they are thriving. With your help, we are providing hope beyond this crisis.
That's right. It's because of your support that these boys have a future. Rent assistance was so critical to Mary and her family. I hope you'll consider donating $5,000, which would provide rent assistance for 10 families, or $2,500, which would provide rent assistance for 5 families. You'll provide these families with hope and a future for these children, just like Mary and her twin boys. Joe will now share another story from one of our families.
Becky is 28 years old and expecting her first child this June. She arrived at Cradle of Hope's Safe Sleep class by herself, even though she thought someone would be there with her. Her boyfriend is no longer involved. She attended Cradle of Hope's Safe Sleep class alone and expressed how nervous she was and how she didn't know if she'd be a good mom. She then started to cry. We assured her that just by being in the class, she was showing how much she already loved and cared for her baby. We also assured her that she was not alone and we were able to be there to help. Becky seemed relieved. She asked many questions during the Safe Sleep class and left with a Cradle of Hope lullaby crib, fitted crib sheet, sleep sack, and a baby shower basket filled with baby items. She was overjoyed and grateful for all the help and support she received from Cradle of Hope. Again, with your help, we are providing hope beyond this crisis.
We see many families here at Cradle of Hope, just like Becky. But with your help, we're able to support these moms. Remember, 71% of our families have no support. Imagine how important it was to learn safe sleep practices, to receive a portable crib, to know that her baby has a safe place to sleep, and to celebrate the arrival of her baby with a baby shower basket. I hope you'll consider donating $1,000, which would provide a safe place to sleep for 10 babies, or $500, which would provide a safe place to sleep for 5 babies. Thanks to you, women like Becky are no longer alone, and now they're hopeful for their futures. Remember, every dollar raised will help towards saving a life. A donation of $250 will help pay some of the medical costs our families with premature births are experiencing. Remember, 35% of our families need help because their babies are born premature. A donation of $100 will provide a safe place to sleep for 1 baby. Imagine the relief you can provide to a stressed out mom, knowing that she now has a crib for her baby and her baby has a safe place to sleep. A donation of $25 will provide diapers and wipes that we can include in a baby shower basket for a family just like Becky's. All of the families that receive a baby shower basket are so overwhelmed with the support they're receiving and so grateful. There are so many ways you can help to save a life. And please remember that every little bit helps. Now let's hear more about how that silent auction is doing. Ryan?
That's right. Thanks, Darlene. The auction is still open, and there's time to bid on those great auction items. In fact, it'll be open for another hour and a half, but hurry up and get your bids in. The next item we have here is one of my personal favorites. It is a Star Wars Lego set. Now, just saying Star Wars and Lego in the same sentence excites me enough. Here is a TIE Fighter, for all of you X-Wing fighter, excuse me, that's X-Wing fighter. An X-Wing fighter. Let's see, this one is this is the TIE fighter, the Imperial TIE fighter. And of course, cute little baby Yoda. How can you say no to something like that? I might buy that one myself. The next item we have is a private wine class. This is given at Total Wine. And if you're like me, going into Total Wine is like a kid going into a candy store. I just love it. So you and up to 20 of your friends can get a tour of different types and tastes of wine throughout the world, and it's a great value. So up to 20 of your guests or 20 of your friends can go. So learn more about wine. It's a little private wine class at Total Wine. It's a great item. Next we have an Italian basket, and it also doubles as a good workout piece because it's very heavy. Here's this Italian basket. Doesn't it look nice? All right, I'm going to describe it without holding it, or else I'm going to get a hernia. So it includes olive oil, Milano double dark chocolates, other types of chocolates, Italian bread, hand soap, scented candle, garlic dicer, a bread dipping set. I guarantee most of you don't have a bread dipping set, so it's got that. Balsamic vinegar, towels, and dishes and spoons. So it's a great Italian basket. So please take a look at that one. Also, we have an autographed high-end bottle of wine inside an antique case. You can feel a little bit like Indiana Jones on one of your adventures, and you get to open up the case. And it's labeled, or excuse me, it's signed by the there you go. See, it's signed at the top there by the one who makes those wines. Amici. I love that case. All right, and on top of that, we do have somebody's come in and made a higher bid on the 2 wild tickets, both of the wild ticket packages, the one for the playoffs and the one for next season. So keep an eye on those tickets as well. All right, scroll down. Now we have onto our raffle. Here we go. So who is going to win the $200 Target gift card? Let's get to the Wheel of Names. Up on the screen for all of you to see. Here we go. The winner is... The suspense is killing all of us. Okay, almost there. It is Margaret Meehan. Congratulations, Margaret. $200 Target gift card. Congratulations. All right. Well, I would like to once again thank our event sponsor, Lori Murphy, our gold sponsors, Jeff and Annie Betts, Love, Give, Repeat, the McGuire Agency, and our silver sponsors, Centerpoint Energy, Our Lady of Grace Catholic Church, Wexford Commercial Construction LLC. Thank you again for everybody for making this evening possible. Now, I'd also like to thank Cradle of Hope's Board of Directors, Ryan Kaplan, yours truly, Joseph Kippers, Brian Doby, Kevin Brett, Emily Albrecht, Annie Betts, Matt Burke, Ann Dickinson, Jenny Garcia, Addie Jo Lembrecht, Lori Murphy, Jim Walker, and Sharika Young. Please contact any of them if you're interested in possibly being on our board of directors or you just want to learn more about their organization. And finally, I'd like to make a special thank you to the Cradle of Hope employees that work tirelessly each day for this organization, as well as the regular volunteers, including Darlene Kopesky, our executive director, Cynthia Godin, Sandy Tomchek, Jenny Hagenauer, Shirley Gerlach, Nancy Kopesky, Anne-Marie Ellingson, and Andy Kopesky. Thank you all for your dedication and your hard work. Back to you, Darlene.
Before we close out the evening, I'd like to share one last story. One day, a man was walking along the beach when he noticed a boy picking something up and gently throwing it into the ocean. Approaching the boy, he asked, "What are you doing?" The boy replied, "Throwing starfish back into the ocean. The surf is up and the tide is going out. If I don't throw them back, they'll die." "Son," the man said, "don't you realize there are miles and miles of beach and thousands of starfish? You can't make a difference." After listening politely, the boy bent down, picked up another starfish, and threw it back into the surf. Then, smiling at the man, he said, "I made a difference for that one." Your support makes a difference. Any donation helps to save a life. Remember, 30% of women have abortions because of financial pressures or emotional stress. 71% of our families have no support. 35% of our families have premature births. And we distribute 200 portable cribs each month. The silent auction will be closing at 8:30 tonight, Central Standard Time. So there's still time to bid on those items you want, and please bid high. Everything we raise tonight will go towards helping 3,000 families this year. Anyone who wins an auction item, be sure to contact me to schedule a time to pick up your items right here at Cradle of Hope. I'd love to give you a tour and show you around. Thank you for joining us this evening. We could not save lives without you. Have a wonderful night, and I look forward to seeing you all in person at our gala in 2023. Have a good night.